In order to deal with the air quality problem that we face, we've got to tackle all of the sources of pollution. We've already said something about our ambition to ensure that we end the internal combustion engine and make sure that petrol and diesel cars are off our roads. It's critically important that we make progress there, but it's also important that we deal with other sources of air pollution, whether that's from the slurry and manures that are spread on agricultural land, or whether it's from wood burning or other ways in which people generate domestic fuel and power. But one of the problems that we face is that the European Union's way of testing automobiles was flawed. And that's one of the reasons why the real-world emissions that are generated by diesel cars weren't picked up properly when these cars were tested in the first place. So yes, we're living with the consequences of some of the car manufacturers and others who were not playing fair, and we do need to take action there, but we also need to take action in other areas to deal with the different sources of air pollution, all of which affect the health of our children. I think the future for cars overall will increasingly be to abandon the use of petrol and diesel altogether. We've set deadlines which I think are as ambitious as any large developed economy. Of course there are other countries that are moving faster, and I applaud their ambition, but we need to take account both of the capacity of the industry to alter and also the nature of our economy, the nature of the reliance that so many have on existing forms of transport. We have to acknowledge a need to ensure that the public develop a better understanding of the many sources of air pollution that we have. I don't imagine that many people will be aware of the way in which wood burning, or the way in which, for example, agricultural production contributes to material in the air that doesn't just cause health problems, but limits life expectancy. So for that reason, I think it's important that we act in all of these areas.
Outside.
Yes.
That's going to be one of our key challenges in this strategy, is the VOC in their products. It's not just about what the chemical industry are releasing. React in the sunlight and create ozone, so nitrous oxide and sulfur dioxide. Whether it's in town or a rural environment, it's trying to get optimum public health benefit.
To try and add to the mass of PM 2.5 on a particular day.
Whereabouts in North Kensington is the measurement taking place? Or is
I'm not quite sure the address, to be honest, over Europe. And this is used as part of our public communications around getting information out to the public, and particularly vulnerable people.
The big iceberg is on its way towards you.
Yes.
Absolutely been travel.
Yes.
At different time, at different stations, and you can see the different ranges.
Yes.
So this is our current version. We're trying to aiming for this one.
Oh, right.
So
yes.
We're in progress.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, this sensor could be attached to, could be carried by.
Yeah. So
any
ideally,
individual.
it's something that's this size.
Yes,
so,
quite.
So we can clip on to.
Yeah.
As long as a non-smoking campus, we won't get.
No,
We
quite.
can kick anyone who's.
So this is microgram.
And it'll be very clean because it's got a particular filter on it.
Ah.
So
It
this
just
is the
yes. Ah.
So if you sort of go,
Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So
So that's
you're
a
absolutely
clean
right. There was
vehicle.
that sudden burst, and then
yeah.
it's gone back up. But yes.
Way above what range would be.
Yes.
And
9,000.
and I'm not stood by. I'm not.
No, quite.
That's sort of gone up to